Okay. I think things are better. Hopefully. Refresh these. Sure this is on. Live studio, hit go live. Oh. Holy Frosty. Still dropping 5 bajillion frames, but you know, PC's restarted, so this is about as good as performance is gonna get, I bet. Okay, it's starting to smooth out a little. I have to set up the camera, which is going to take a sec because I'm only getting a frame per maybe. Sorry, you want to watch me on Google Slideshow? Can be done. Oh, and as it were, Access is completely broken, so I just got to restart it. Great. You're in a great spot today. We're in a great spot today, fellas. Are we back? Oh my gosh, if we're back, just scream as loud as you can. Need volume. Caster doesn't want to load either. I have to reset Caster, of course I do. Where are you? Stop! Okay, it looks like the streams are good. I'm just gonna assume they're good and hope for the best. Okay. Open Caster. Relaunch Access. Wait, okay. Things should be good now. Okay. Sorry, that was loud. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where are you? There you are. I'm in orange. That's jump scare. Okay. It's ruined now. It's ruined. But whatever. It's fine. Just pretend like you're surprised. There we go. Okay. I still can't see my desktop. I have to open it in Steam. That's enough of that. Yeah, you get to double dip the Meowers today. I hope it fills you with glee and jubilance. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. New base, new character, new me. Well, not really. I'm gonna just... New here? I don't know. I have stolen... Okay. I've stolen Cotton's stream key, but you can't tell him. It was actually pretty easy to get in, because I got one of these little guys. I got one of these little guys. There's a lot you can do with this. I was gonna yap about this for a bit. This is a pretty cool thing. But this is neither here nor there. Where's my finger? There we go. It's neither here nor there right now. What is here and there is, I need my desktop so I can see you guys. Hi, there we go. I can see you now. I can see. I can... Wait. I made you in my own image! Where's the button? Wait. The contact stays on? It's not supposed to. Okay, that's broken. There we go. Now I get to feel cool. Now I can see everything. Okay, everything is back. We're good. Hi. Video was posted about this fella today. My name is Citrus. Citrus? That's how you pronounce it? Don't say anything else or I will actually backhand you. Yeah. New to the gang. Well, not new to the gang, just returning from eons ago. There's a lot to unpack there, and I don't know if I can unpack it all at once. Watermelon with cheese? What kind of monster are you? What? Was it good? Was it good or what? Okay. I need honesty here. Was it delightful? Because it does not sound delightful. Where's the music? A snake! I want you to be in here with this music. Why is it lumped in here? Steak! A hike! Oh, it is there. Okay, cool. Just making sure you could hear it too. There we go. Let me turn that down. Chocolate on fries? Okay, so... Thank you, Young Pump. I also like the orange in my outfit. So, I lost it. Oh my god. Find it. The thought, it's gone. Oh my god. Oh, what the heck? Don't get ADHD, it's actually not worth it. I know you can, like, steal it from the person in next to you, but, like, don't even do it. You will, like... you know that feeling that you walked into a room and couldn't remember why? It's always. It's like the act of turning on the light made me forget that I was going to get a granola bar from the cabinet. Is the live 18 plus? I mean, I think my target audience is generally a more mature audience, but I can't really stop anybody else from tuning in, can I? Mature topics include excessive swearing from time to time, and occasionally topics that are a bit more mature, but nothing sus. I don't do sus around here. That's weird. Sometimes we talk about taxes. We don't talk about taxes, but you know what I mean. We're about to talk about taxes right now. Have you filed your taxes yet? I'm kidding. It's probably not worth getting into that at this point. Thank you, Liberties, for the follow. Welcome to the Toasty Bunch. That's what they say, right? Welcome to... You're an orange slice now, I guess. I don't know what the... I don't know how to spin that for me. But yeah, this is the Ferality avatar. New character, just like I introduced a new character to the roster last year that was not used at all. This one will be used a lot because it fits the theming of all of the other characters. I'm orange cream flavored. Kind of, in a way. It's kind of hard to explain how, we work, right? Because we're all like experiments. I'm sure you're caught up to speed by now. Well, at least I was an experiment, and so was Mocha. So, yeah, that's cool. Cutie, wait. You look at me and tell me that you think cuteness exists before your very eyes. You want to know if cuteness exists? Look in a mirror. That's the only way to really find out. Huh, got you. Welcome back, Luna. Yeah, so what's on the agenda today? I actually want to yap about just this avatar. I have done so much. It's not just this avatar, by the way. So far, I have 4 out of 5 avatars that I'm preparing specifically for Ferality. Isn't that great? This is the first one. Like, this is the main one. This is the one you'll probably see out and about from time to time if you happen to run into me. But I also have a series of retro and video game themed goobers, and that is done with a little gizmo that I prepared. Where? Oh, now you don't want. Oh, that's the wrong button. That's right. That's the visor. Oh, I can't see. I can't see. Okay, we're good. We're back. That's this gizmo. This is the bleep pad. It's an asset made by. Oh shoot. It's a deer. Their name is Deer. Something. You knew the deer? Any? Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. Hold on, I could pull up Gumroad. Oh, I can find it. Why is my tracker just like hating itself right now? Oh, it's on Jinxie, I'm sure. Started using Jinxie for everything asset related. Oh my god, could you chill for 2 seconds, dude? I'm trying to educate. That's the. Oh my gosh. Let's think about not having a real spine. Well, I have a real spine, but like, you know, I'm not spineless. It's just. It was modified, okay? It's not a real spine, but it works like a spine. It's cool. It's cool is what it is. It's not what I wanted to search up. There we go. Having to have like 9 apps open for this is just so repulsive. I want to sew it all into one. Or into 2, mind you. If I could do it all through StreamerBot and OBS, we'd be swimming. But we can't, because... Oh, very mean things I'd like to say about the Clock app that I don't know if I can say without their AI getting mad at me. I can't even use my PC now. I can't even use my PC because it's lagging out so bad because the live studio is eating up all the resources on my PC. Okay, hold on. Yeah, if you didn't know, the live studio just like chews through your resources like a freaking rat going to town on one of your electrical cables. Okay. Hey, Gucci. You got the likes to 1K. Or are you trying to? to Somna last year. You don't think you're going this year? Oh, I'm sorry. You went through a health decline? I'm so sorry to hear that, Moonfall. It's such a shame. Thank you, alt account. It's new. I'm new. Well, I'm not. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I'm like actually gonna crash out about this. That's the wrong button. Ugh. I'm not supposed to show off that part yet. Back to home screen. I can't see. There we go. Okay. Where's my hip, dude? Hey. Hey. Base station. Oh, it's not even in the right spot. No wonder. It's gonna break the tracking, but it's fine. It kind of has to. No wonder you've been going like doo-doo butt. Yeah, I knew that was gonna break things. Yeah, that's what I would have did. Can't check chat. Hold on. Hold on. I said hold on! You gotta be patient. Oh, and that just fixes it? Okay. Just picking up my tracker. Whatever. I'll make the rules. Rules are for fools, that's what I say. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait, where were we? Right, I was gonna tell you about the bleep pad. It's made by NDU the Deer. That's right, that's right. It is this nifty little gadget. Wait, there we go, right here. And see, okay, come here. I wanna nerd out about this because this took me like days. I was working on this for like straight days, and I got it working. And like, there you are. The fact that I got it working is really cool. So it comes standard with 5 apps, right? You got a flashlight, flashbang. Actually, I don't know if it's on or not. Oh, it has a little. It has a gallery. Hold on. This is Mocha. He's my boy. He has a music player. Plays music. I'm gonna put my own music on there, I think. Or like, it might be a soundboard, I don't know yet. It has a media player, so if you are in a world with like a media player, it will play it on there, which is really cool. I love that. It also has a camera, but it only... What? Oh, right, it's an X-ray camera. You can see through walls. So that's definitely not going to be abused. And that's it. That's all the 5 apps it comes with. But Citrus, I hear you saying, what's this secret 5th app? That, my friend, is something I designed myself. Let me show you. So, right here, I don't think you can see on the TikTok side. Hold on. There we go. So right here, this orange bit right here, this is, it's called Digitize. Well, it's actually called AviSwap, but, you know, for the sake of fun, it's called Digitize. And, it can digitize me. So I have to open up a couple things to really show you how this works, but I promise it's like one of the coolest things you'll see. Also, I can't see. Hold on. I see chat. There we go. Okay, we're good. Okay. So, let me open up a couple things and I'll show you how this really works. This is gonna break everything. Oh my gosh. I was already lagging before and now we're here. This is your little sneak peek into coolness, by the way. I love just messing stuff up. I like to take an asset and just bastardize it into my own creation. Case in point. Literally just taking this entire tablet and like... Ooh, that's the wrong button, isn't it? Yeah. Literally just taking this entire tablet and like reworking it to work with like contacts on virality assets. And also just adding to it in any way I see fit. Also, it is now grabbable from both sides. It on its own it isn't, and I'm gonna add a world drop to it too, so it's easier to let go of and pick up. Because I want you to actually have to be like grabbing it to be holding on to it. So if I let go with one hand and grab it with the other, I can switch my hands, which is pretty cool. Which hand is a default? Right hand. Oh, it's in the right hand, right? It's the left button that despawns it. Okay, which is pretty cool. Okay. Start a couple of apps real quick. This is gonna lag me a bit, so bear with me. Make sure Abby Swap is up and running. You have to have an external app to make this work, right? Okay, are we all locked in? Are we all ready to see how this works? Yeah, dragon, thank you. There are no kitties today. Okay, I wasn't picking my notes. Stop, I know what you're thinking. I can see it with my... Not you too. My hands don't like to work. With my thing. There we go. Okay, so here's how it works. Boop, Abby Swap, right? We click the Abby Swap button. If I can find it. Boop, there we go. You'll see we have Cotton Rune. It's because they're Deltarune themed this year. So I'm just gonna... You can select the... It's really hard to show off like this. Whoa. You can select the character you want to be. So that's pretty cool. It's not really like for the public, but like it's really cool to show you how it works anyway. And I can just hit go. Yeah, I have to actually look at it. Hold on. I can just hit go and boom. That's not all though. Or you see, I can't actually speak with this avatar. It's super delayed right now because of all the apps open. But isn't that so cool? Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, it breaks when there's a stutter, but what can you do? Yeah, I really just wanted to... Oh, really just wanted to show that off. Where are you? Get over here. Okay. Because I work hard on these things. Blue, are you in here? Delete that, man! If you want, I will. Thank you, Kitty Cat. Isn't it great? Isn't it great? So actually I didn't make it all myself. I didn't make it from scratch. We're gonna go over everything. So if you want, you can take notes and you can do it yourself. That's the entire goal here. Doing this thing with the bleep pad though takes a lot of effort. So you may have to dissect that part to self if you want to integrate it into assets like I do. Not gonna lie. But we're gonna keep going. Thank you, Weird Al, for the kind words. Oh my gosh. Hi, Foxcat. Hi, Fluttershy. Parker. Well, hi. I said hi to you earlier. I am a nerd. That is exactly the thing I aspire to be in life, okay? Because nerds are cool. Okay. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. I want to have like a little like activate button somewhere on their body so I can switch back without having to go into my avatar menu. That's the goal. I'm trying to make it so switching avatars is seamless without menus, with as little OSC bloat as possible. I loved... Okay, so it originated when I saw Hyro's... There we go. It originated when I saw Hyro's, like, Omnitrix avatar switcher. I thought that was so cool. So I went into this whole... This was, like, a couple months ago. I went into this... A few months ago. I went to this whole deep dive of, like... How do I do this myself? How do I take from this and integrate it into my own? So I used Hyro's avatar swapper, like, app to swap my avatars on stream, right? That was the precursor for all of this. If you've been around a while, you remember when I figured out how to do this and how excited I was, right? Then I figured out how to control my assets. Oh yeah, I figured out how to control my assets through external apps first. So you can like toggle my toggles, which reminds me. Let me enable that real quick. So you can control my toggles through Twitch redeems and through like stuff on TikTok through TikTok commands. Right? Let me find it. I have to use the Goober swap. Actually, just delete that for now. Should fix the redeems, hopefully. So you can now toggle stuff for me. I'm gonna double check real quick. So that was all the precursor. And then I was running 15 apps on my PC at once just to do a stream in VR chat, right? So then became the grand challenge of how do I minimize bloat? How do I do this with as little bloat as possible? So, in time, I learned how to like StreamerBot. What the heck? Why would you? Why? Oh, it's okay. So that was weird. So I figured out how to debloat it by doing it all through StreamerBot. So now StreamerBot just executes a like 6-line code to toggle OSC stuff. It's the most minimal thing you can do. It's awesome. Oh, there's no dress for it. Didn't work right. Here, I have to go do it manually real quick. Wary of the outfits, they're not going to work right. There's only a couple that work. Also, no switching my avatar this stream. There you go, those should work. And the hard part was figuring out how to switch avatars. That took me a long time. But once we figured out how to switch avatars with StreamerBot and C# code, it was so much more smooth sailing. Everything became automated through StreamerBot. And we're here now to a point where I can kind of just do anything. And then I learned how to actually like work OSC stuff, like on my own. So now I don't need like Hyro's apps anymore, even though they are wonderful. Go like support his stuff because it's awesome. It inspired me to do this stuff. W that guy. Actually, huge W to that guy. I digress. Thank you, Quinn. Welcome in, by the way, and Black Hole. Hi, welcome in. Where was I? Oh. So, that brings us to how how did I learn the OSC stuff to do all of this, right? So it started with me having a simple idea. Thank you, water, right? Before we go into the main yap, if you want to learn how to do this, this is where the main yap happens, right? I used to use an app called TTS Voice Wizard, which is the main app I used for the text box, right? So first thing you want is TTS Voice Wizard. Start making a list. I'm going to give you everything.
This is good news.
So the first thing you want is TTS Voice Wizard. It is an app that takes your voice, or it can take text and make text to speech. Great. But an even cooler function of it is being able to take your voice and translate it into text with a language model, and then it puts it in the VRChat chat box, which is really cool, right? So my first thought was, I want to do something like that. I think this is just backwards, isn't it? Yeah. I wonder, I'm having trouble with my perspective. There. I want to do something like that. So, in order to do that, so I already have everything I need to do that. However, I want to do it with a physical text box, not the VRChat text box, a real text box in the game, where it will put an object out and display text. Like a game, like you're in a video game. Duh, you're in a video game, but like you're in a retro game with like dialogue boxes that pop up in your face, right? But I want that for Ferality Ultra, so I set a deadline. This was like 3 weeks ago, 3-week deadline to get this all set up, and I had no idea what I was doing to make this work. I was just like, I'm gonna figure it out somehow. The best thing you can do is say, I'm just gonna try it, and then do it. So there's your inspiration for the day. Just try to do something and it'll eventually work out. So first I thought I had to build it from scratch. So I ended up learning how to make shaders. Turns out you can't just take text and like spit it onto like an asset. You have to use a shader to kind of bullshit text onto like a text box, right? And the way it does that is it takes and you can use like an ASCII character, like 16 by 16 character grid, and you can atlas that and like use each individual character on that space and reference that to a space on like the object that the material is attached to. And if you're only using a 2D plane, you can just work with 2D planes and it'll just work, right? You don't have to work with like a ton of different like spots, which is a lot easier. However, doing that by hand is really hard for the first time. There's a lot of automation, there's a lot of people who've done like stuff that's similar already, and you can just kind of sniff that together, I found out over time. But like trying to figure out how to do that on my own was really hard. I got a little bit of progress, but I didn't do like everything I wanted to. But in like my endless researching, I found out, as always, yes, of course somebody already wanted to do that. And they already have the assets needed for it. And here's the best part. Everything's free. Everything about this text box that I use is 100% free. Even the app that I use to do speech to text is 100% free. So we have TTS Voice Wizard, and then I stumbled across Kill Frenzy Avatar Text, KAT. That is exactly what I was talking about. It is a shader that atlases an ASCII text block and just puts it on a 2D plane. And it has some more functionality that's really cool. That's effectively what it does. And it has OSC integration inside of TTS Voice Wizard that I didn't know about until I discovered the Kill Frenzy Avatar Text. So now we have these two things. Kill Frenzy Avatar Text, TTS Voice Wizard, right? They work together, and now you can take your voice, translate it to text, and put it onto a text box here, right? I was like, that's great. Now all I have to do is make custom text boxes and maybe assign animations. It's going to be a lot of work, but I'll make it happen, right? Bonus, there's an add-on for Kill Frenzy Avatar Text called, I have to find it. Should you get VRChat? I mean, depends. If you think you do, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the gifts. My goodness. You are too cool, dude. You're far too kind. I have to find the next thing. Frosty, that's right. It's the Frosty 704 billboard. It is an extension to Kill Frenzy avatar text that does exactly it. It's just everything that I already wanted. It has a text box, and it has animations that make it go whoop. And I just had to do like some simple Unity adjustments to make it look and feel how I wanted. I did some clever masking on some of them to get, like Mocha, you will see, has like a text box that's designed like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Really proud of that. Excuse me. And Cotton has a Deltarune inspired text box, and eventually they're all going to have expressions on the text box that are mapped to gestures, so I can use hand gestures while I'm like speaking to like change the. Of course, they all have face tracking as well. Trying to get the parameter list that small is absurd, by the way, because it uses so many parameters to use face tracking and the avatar text system. I digress. You need 64 bits of space for just the text system, plus extras for toggles. So it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I had to delete so much. And then if I wanted to add like gizmos, I had to figure out how to optimize even more space. Like, I went on a journey, so I'm trying to tell you. So we got TTS Voice Wizard, Kill Frenzy avatar text. I know I keep going on tangents, but I'm trying to loop back so you can keep up if you want to like memorize any of this, or if you want to write any of this down, because it is cool and I want it to be accessible. Oh, thank you, Evie. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Sunboomer. You want VR chat? It is usable on desktop and it is free. I think there is even as a mobile version, so. With Ty, I'm just talking about VR chat stuff that I find really cool. The cool, like, really tough stuff I've been working on. So you need TTS Voice Wizard, Kill Frenzy avatar text, and the Frosty billboard, right? And that's it. That's all you really need to make it work. Great. Just pop all that onto your avatar, start OSC app. You're good to go, right? You need to have like space and like you need to like make sure you have enough computing power for like the speech to text module to like be able to do its thing without killing your PC. Mine even like does a lot of damage. Like it's just very like intensive to use. So using it on stream was a little tough. I'm not gonna lie. It actually worked fine. I wasn't expecting it to. I was thinking it was gonna like crash something, but we're good. Now to implement it on the bleep pad. To implement it on the bleep to connect it to the bleep pad, that avatar. I already know how to switch avatars. I just had to figure out how to do it without using StreamerBot, because turns out listening for OSC isn't as easy as sending OSC messages. So like to send an OSC message, you can just have a simple code that you send once and it just, right? It sends it out. But listening to OSC, I still haven't really figured out how to do that on my own. I want to figure out how to code that myself so I can have my own app for this, because I think that would be a lot more optimized than what I am using, which is VRC OSC. They have like a lot of customization for like custom OSC like systems. Why am I doing a ballerina pose? Do I look beautiful? There you go. So there's a lot of customization. So they also have a system that lets you just swap avatars or listen for parameters, and you can use that to swap avatars by sending a different parameter, right? So basically, I have a contact on this tablet right here on the red go button that says I want to switch to this avatar right here. VRC OSC hears that, and then it uses that to send an avatar swap parameter to VRChat, and it swaps my avatar to this with just a simple like one Boolean parameter. It's really well put together. And making this by myself was a lot of just trial and error. Like making these buttons work was fun, and making like it loop back around from the end back to the start. Like if you press back on the last page, if you press forward on the last page or back on the first page, that broke a lot more than I thought it would actually. Even just getting like this animation was a lot, because I used like the gallery system as like a reference. Whoops, use the gallery system as a reference. And because the gallery is pretty cool. It works the same way, you'll notice, but it doesn't have like animations. It's all run through like flipbook stuff. But I use that as a reference, and I just copied a ton of stuff over, basically. And then yeah, I just ran like a simple like OSC toggle command that just did it. Do I have games on it? I am the games on it. Oh, thank you, Whiffed. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't make this one, I will say. All the credit for the design of this fella goes to Havoc Butts, an amazing avatar texturer, and a really good friend of mine. Known them for a long time now. And yeah, they do amazing work, and I commissioned I gave them like what the heck? Hey buddy, you just flying in from Stupid Town? Oh, yeah, I was about to sneeze. Yeah, all credit to Havoc Butts. I commissioned him for a Kaio because Whiff knows this. I helped a friend figure out the face tracking on their Kaio, and I fell in love with the avatar immediately. I thought he's so handsome. I need one for myself because he is sorry, not to call myself handsome, but come on, that hip is insane. Come on, the last thing I need to be is a question mark figure. I look like half a banana. There we go. Okay. But yeah, I said, here is, can't remember how much I paid for it, but here's some money. Do whatever you want with this avatar, and just make it look however you want it to. And I said, the only thing you have to worry about is that I want it to be themed like an orange dreamsicle, like a 50-50 half and half bar. And oh my goodness, the creation he spat out, I was like, that is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. The most handsome boy. Right, the orange side swings are such a nice touch too. I think I can puppet them. Hold on. Whoosh. You can get like a full scope of them. Sorry, TikTok, you can't really get a full scope of them like this, but Twitch can. I think on the back too. Aren't they like also like? Yeah, they're orange on both sides. And they've also got all these, he's also got all these bubbles on like the legs and the arms that you can't see unless you like make me naked, which why would you do that, you freak? You can see some on the face actually if I get up real close. And the piercings, oh my gosh. Yeah, like the bubbles like these I think are really nice touch. And like, oh, the fluff is so nice. I said I wanted to keep the like, here, if I turn this off. There we go. I said I wanted to keep the eyebrows because it has really nice eyebrows. And also they fit with the piercings, and the piercings just look really nice, so, you know. The face tracking is so good! Oh! I could gush about this model for days, my gosh. And, like, for lore reasons, like, thank you, Evelyn. How's my day? Do I make avatars? Do I know anyone does? Do I know anyone that does, like, make avatars? I don't make avatars, I texture them from time to time. If you're looking for, like, avatar texturers, I have some really great friends who texture avatars, like, for commissions. Is Blarch's commissions open, like, for anybody? I would hands down promote his work, because his work's really good, too. He did a texture for me, like, just as, like, for nothing. It was really kind of him. That I'd really like to implement into a video someday. And then Havoc Butts did this one, so shout out. Don't know if he's still doing commissions because he's like in college, I think, but shout out. Are you able to just put up photos for the Avies? What do you mean, like on the tablet? You can put any photo you want in there. I just chose the avatars because I wanted to do... So, the video I posted today was take 3. I did 2 separate versions that were completely different, and I just didn't like the vibe of either of them enough. And I did that one last minute, like, I think 2 days ago, and I liked it, and I was like, yeah, I mean, it's not as long-winded as I would have liked it to be, but it gives the vibe, I think, that I think fits better. Just hype and like ready for action and just like good vibes. Do I think you're famous based on your username alone? Official? Spherical Cake official? Yes. Okay. Definitely, of course. Why wouldn't you be? You're official, right? Means you do it for a living. Hi, Marie, welcome in. Is it orange theme or tangerine themed? Orange dreamsicle, like the ice cream. The oranges were just a nice touch, but they're themed like a vanilla orange cream bar, you know? That's the vibe. But I think they went for more like a citrusy orange aesthetic, but like that was the original inspiration, was an orange dreamsicle. Because all of the avatars are sweets. There's a whole lot of lore behind there, and I could tell you, but they're all sweets. They're like the candy people from Adventure Time, but not actually, because they're a little different. They're a little special. Neato, thank you. Aw, thank you, Franklin. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, but if you want to just get started, like, doing, like, really complex, intricate, like, asset merged toggles and such, assuming you already do like your own Unity org, you know, it's a matter of combining VRC Fury. I did my own like animation controllers for all of these. I like rebuilt them from the ground up for a lot of things, and I mean not for the tablet. I just added a few layers to the tablet to make it work. But like for the Pfizer, I rebuilt it from like the ground up, and like the text box, I kind of redid everything. Except for like the text itself, because that is really complicated and convoluted and hard to set up. Bit by a radioactive orange dreamsicle. Yeah, you know what? That's close enough. No, I was actually like experimented on in a lab. You see, I was a real dragon, I guess, when I was a baby, and then I got changed. But that's neither here nor there, you know? Who really cares? You know, well, I had to move away for a bit. We actually live in like an isolated pit, like an isolated sphere, of reality called the City Void. And there are a bunch of these different spheres of reality that not a lot of people can traverse between, but me, being the creative mind, I can. I've learned how to. So I do a lot of like exploration in my free time. This last one, in fact, took a few years, but what's a few years for a little exploration? I've learned a lot since then. Can I have a good big smile? I love this smile on this guy. Is that good enough? Was that a good smile? Hello, Pink. And Kevin, welcome in. Also, someone getting bit by a radioactive thing. Bit by a radioactive dragon that just, like, turned me into this. I was human once, and then I was bit by a radioactive dragon. What? I don't even know if that worked. I hope it did. I'm gonna have to check the Discord to see, I guess. It does work. Let's go. Oh yeah, I was talking about like, if you do your own Unity work and you want to start doing a lot of crazy stuff, VRC OSC, you start experimenting with that once, you'll never go back. It's so fun. I have a lot more stuff, so much more stuff planned for that. And eventually I'm going to learn how to just like code my own like OSC receiver and sender, and then I'm just going to have an app that I build myself that'll listen and send with like minimal bloat. Even though I think VRC OSC has like a little bloat, I feel like I can just fix it a little more and like, not fix it, but like strip it down to like just code lines, and that would be perfect for me. Yeah, minimal effort, and then I also just have StreamerBot, which we're going to implement a lot of stuff when I figure out how it works. Like, I'm still trying to figure out movement. Like, I want the spin to, like, actually spin my avatar around in VR chat, so I get, like, because I get motion sick when I experience, like, unintended movement. Like, if I move with my control stick, I've gotten to a point where, like, I expect that, my brain expects that, and it expects it at the speed that I move it, so, like, that took a little bit of time. But, like, when I moved unintentionally, like, when the ground starts shaking, or I start levitating upward, it's gotten a lot better in recent years, but, like, I still get motion sick with a lot of, like, rolling and, like, pitching motions. So that sucks.
Steak!
Steak! Steak! Yes. Oh yeah, but when I first started, like, being in VR chat, I used to get really sick, just, like, moving around, so, yeah, that took a lot of time to develop. For mic delay, I'm so sorry. But when you do, like, the spin redeem, I want it to spin me around, so it makes me dizzy and a little sick. I think that'd be funny. You sleep? Go get you some sleep, Bean. It's good for you. Goofy Leaf, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Toast Bunch. And Naughty Folks, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Orange Slices. Hope you enjoy your stay. There will be a cooldown. Yeah, there's always a cooldown. Or it'll be put into, like, a queue. So, like, I only spin, like, once every 30 seconds, you know? There'll probably just be a cooldown. But there's a lot in store. There's so much in store for what I want to do with OSC and VR chat as a medium. I'm so excited to show more of it off and to do more. I want to have another VR chat day that's, like, longer than 2 hours, honestly. Because I feel like I could just, like, yap, explore, hang out more often. Or even just, like, having VR chat time would be nice. I'm working on getting a new job. And once I get that new job, of course, all the schedules are going to have to change, so be ready for that. So my live times may be different for a while. Well, they will be different permanently, but, like, they will be, like, a little jostly for a while I try to figure out a good schedule again. But I'd like to work in, like, VR chat hour or something before I, like, get into games. I think would be really fun just to hop into VR chat and hang out, and then I can move on to, like, desktop games. But, you know, that's neither here nor there right now. Boop. Okay, there's another aspect of this visor that I set up that, like, it's just aesthetic for me, but I still want to show it off because I think it's really cute. So when I toggle it off, so I'm going to toggle it off real quick. When I go to toggle it off, it kind of disintegrates. Like, it dissipates. When I toggle it back on, it also has, like, a startup and, like, a turn off animation. So does the visor. So, like, if I turn on the visor, like, does one of those motions, and then the light comes on and goes boom. That's why I put the sound effects in the video, but they're not on the asset yet. They will be. Then when you turn it off, the screen turns off, and then it, like, dissipates out again. I'm very happy with how that looks. It looks really cool to me. Yeah, it's just for me though. It's just my aesthetic. It's just for my aesthetics. Because I don't know. If you're gonna make something, make it look cool, you know? Sorry, I've just been showing off the assets this whole time, but that's what I want, and that's what I want to do. I love the Unity side of VR chat a lot. I want to make my own assets. I want to make stuff. I just don't know where to start. Making my own tablet would be very cool. Like, with my own, like, list of apps. Maybe even one that you can scroll through would be kind of cool. So I could have, like, a huge list of apps and just wouldn't have to use, like, actual toggles for it because it would all be driven through either OSC or just contacts. So I wouldn't have to waste a lot of parameter space on it. Just, like, a single turn-on parameter, and I just have, like, a million things I can do with it. That could save me so much parameter space, and it would be fully interactive. That would be so cool. So like you could see me like cycle through my avatar list or something. That'd be cool. It would take a while. It would take a long time to get working, but gosh, if I could get something like that working, it would be so cool. Can't tell how big I am. Am I the size of an orange? I think I'm the tallest out of all of them. Like, okay, so if we compare real sizes, right? This room is huge. By the way, this room is massive. I'm 2 meters in this room. I don't think that's canon height. So Cotton would like be like right here, right? Chipper here. I think Chipper's smaller. Last time I checked, I don't know. Mocha comes up to here, right? Mocha would come up to like here. Mocha's pretty tall. And then Strawberry I think is like right up to my chin probably. So like I think those are the height ranges there. Yeah, they're pretty diverse. Sometimes they look like they're pretty similar size in the videos, but they're pretty to fix that ASAP. They're pretty diverse. Hi, Cassius Mackenzie. Welcome in. Mocha is grande, yes. A venti even, if you will. Yeah, so the lore of this character. I design all of the tech the others use. So like Mocha's stealth suit, because Mocha... Alright, so Mocha has the ability... we all got some weird thing we can do. Mocha has the ability to turn invisible. And for the longest time, that was a problem. This is still broken. I hate this badge. It's just the... I don't know what it's doing, but like... Oh, it's the breathing! I have to sync it to the breathing. I don't even think I can do that. I see now. I can just turn off the breathing. There we go. That'll fix it. So Mocha turns invisible, but for the longest time that was an issue because his clothes don't turn invisible. He had to be naked, and that's awkward because if he has to focus to be invisible, and if he loses focus, things go wrong real quick, right? So we had to learn how to make the clothes turn invisible, because you can't just do that. The clothes would look like they're levitating. He has that problem with his glasses all the time. It's a whole thing. So what we do is we take his fur and weave it into the clothes, because as long as it's attached to him, like biologically, he can like trigger it. It's like some flipping of like the chroma on the cells. I don't know how it works, but it works. So like weaving the hair or the fur into the clothing makes it turn invisible with him. Cool. So we made him a tuxedo, and we made him like an actual proper uniform. Now it turns invisible with him. Chromazone, I guess. Chrome's my home, or whatever. Chrome Dome or something? I don't know. I've never been to Uwu Jobber. So there's some real lore for you based on like the intelligent design. As for me, make robots from time to time. Try not to go overboard though, just like little trinkets, little guys. But I'm thinking of something crazy. I'm thinking up something insane that could be really cool. Like an actual like living robot. Like one that can move around. And like an android almost. But like, it's a robot. Some kind of protogen. Is this Rec Room 2? Yeah. This is actually a Rec Room the 3rd. No, it's VR chat, but like, what's the difference, you know? VR chat has OSC and communications with apps externally through its application, and like super in-depth like model design systems, and like very intricate Unity development. I don't even know like what Chill Out VR has. I know Resonite is infinitely more complex though. I really want to get back into what is it called Resonite? It was called it might be something else. Or it was changed to Resonite from something else. I can't quite remember. I think it's Resonite now, but I want to get back into it because it was really cool. A synth? That's a good way to put it. Yeah, a synth would be really cool. Bread. I got my hand to reconnect. Oh, it turned off. Great. Do I watch scary vids? From time to time. Around Halloween I watch a lot, but like just in general, I try to avoid scary vids because I get like nightmares. So you know, watching a lot of like horror content like tends to trigger more nightmares for me. I don't really like that. I have like a chronic nightmare disorder. It's awesome. Always keep typing bread. I guess AWOL. Bread. Try not to spam though, because it eliminates the chat feed for everyone else, and it's does a disservice to the experience. I'll give you a total of like 3 warnings before I have to time you out, just as a courtesy to the other chatters. Ouch. Reset my base by accident, and now we're over here. There we go. So my controller just is not turning on. Oh, it is on, it's just not tracking. What the heck? Okay. There we go. A Scary Movie? I've seen Scary Movie. It is definitely with its time. It's definitely with its time, you know? It does not feel the same watching it these days as it did back then. Scary is fun, paranormal things comforting. I mean, that's cool, that's cool. Again, like, I like scary stuff. Like, I think, like, I love analog horror. Like, it's a little niche I love. I guess you could consider that my guilty pleasure. I never thought about it like that. Somebody asked on stream once if I had a guilty pleasure. I think analog horror counts because I know it's gonna give me nightmares. I know it's gonna like trigger my nightmare like disorder. Pretty bad. It could do that for days. But I just can't stop, right? It's so good. And like my ultimate regret is I've never gotten into the back rooms. And I've heard that like the lore goes deep. Bro, are my controllers just both dead? Are you kidding me? No way. That's not possible. Are you kidding me? Like, actually? Dead ass? They can't be. I've been charging them. Pop both on the charger real quick and just hope for the best. Guess we're waiting on them to charge a little bit. I didn't think they'd die. What the heck? Well, we're here. I can read chat at least, so while my arms are crossed like weird like I'll just be talking to you. Cat loafs? Oh, I mean, that's valid. That is valid. I can't loaf because I'm, at this point, not a cat. But I might be tomorrow. Who knows? What's my favorite analog horror? Oh, what was it? It was The Sun Vanished. It was like a very niche, like, Twitter analog horror that I saw way back in the day. The sun, like, vanished, and, like, it was about this guy who, like, was hiding in his home and, like, couldn't look outside because there were, like, things, and, like, he got risky one day, went over to his neighbor's house and started to, like, pick up little clues as to where everybody went because his town was empty. It was pretty cool. And I followed it for like a month. I don't think I've ever gotten that invested in an analog horror since, but like it was really good. Often do things like that IRL because you like learning their stories. That's cool. That is very shoot, what was I? Okay. I really want to do, like, every Halloween, I try to, like, replicate some fun analog horror. I don't know what this year is going to be, but I think I have an idea for a really, really cool, like, scary video idea. It might dive into Mocha's backstory a little more, but it's just an idea. It's floating. It'll be floating until it actually happens. remind you of a streamer, we forgot their name. Toasty the Cat. I mean, I might remind you of Toasty the Cat, but at this point, I am Citrus. The boiled one. I don't think I've ever gotten the boiled one either. I got into the Mandela Project for a bit. I got into Vita Carnus was pretty cool. Like I got heavy into like the Vita Carnus stuff for a couple days. That was around Halloween time, like a couple years ago, I think. We watched it all on stream and we did like deep dives into it. Oh, what else was there? I can't remember them all now because I haven't gotten into any recently. Like I guess also like true crime is lumped into that like guilty pleasure like level of like stuff that will like probably drive up nightmares, because true crime also does give me nightmares from time to time when I watch it. Like, oh, I don't even like. Oh, and Wendigoon stuff, like freakish stuff from the internet, like Tales from the Internet's pretty good. Like, yeah, scary stuff in general. Yeah, scary stuff. I've kind of a desire to like get into scary stuff from time to time. It's good though. It's good. You love true crime. True crime's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, you guys. Have you been following the story of the guy with the Legos? I think I was asked this on stream the other day. It's the most insane situation. It's the most insane situation that I've ever seen. Speaking of crime. Holy moly. Like, that is like something that should be a movie. It's so crazy. Hello, Lul. Curious person, you want to know how the character came to be and what's their story? This is actually a new character that has been designed and was shown off for the first time today. And I do have lore. Thank you. The name is Citrus. Pronounced Citrus. Don't pronounce it any other way. I will backhand you so fast. All of us, like, sweet critters, if you will, whatever you want to call us, candy furries, we were built in a lab. Well, we weren't built in a lab, we were genetically modified from original organisms. Like, I was a real dragon at some point, and then I became a splice dragon. I was also technologically modified, which is why I have this thing for, like, robots. That's neither here nor there. Whether these wings are real or not, I have no clue. I know my spine was replaced at one point. It's actually how I get, like, my electrical zappies that I have. Oh, I haven't even explained that part yet, but we'll get into that eventually. So yeah, I design a lot of the tech for the other character goobers. That's my lore. And why we resemble sweets still, the truth about that will be revealed one day, I'm sure. This freaking song, this freaking tune, this little track is so goofy. I think my controllers might be charged up a little bit. I thank you, Luel. Yeah. Lab experiments, lab experimentation. They exist in this pocket of reality. They call them the voids, because they are pockets of reality that seem to go on forever with no seeming end, and they are like fractal noise, effectively. So they just keep going. So you know, the one that Mocha and Cotton and Strawby and Chipper all habitate is called the City Void, and it's not entirely habitated by like the candy, like the sweet like experiments. It's just it's normal furries are there too. Normal people habit it, but okay. It says the controllers are on, but they're just not tracking. Hello. So there are the different voids. Oh, sorry. Get me back into VR. There we go. And, you know, the place you don't venture to is the inner void, because it warps reality, and it makes, we have an assumption there's something outside of the voids, but, yeah. The void is the inner void is a place that warps reality, and it's very dangerous. And it is assumedly where the lab is that we were worked on. Also, traversal between the voids is difficult. It's possible, but it's difficult. There's some lore drops for you. And me, being Citrus, is the only one out of the group who really comfortably likes to traverse between the voids, because I have posed the less risk of it. Does he have a full name or just the first name? I'd like to... Oh my gosh, these controllers, dude, are so bad right now. Can I restart my headset real quick? I think I have to restart the headset. I will answer that question in just like 30 seconds. Hold on. Hold on, my roommates are being loud. There we go. I think I have hands again. Yeah. So, well, we don't have a last name. We do have a last initial. It doesn't really stand for anything. It's just an initial, because don't really need anything more than that. Mine is D. You had to wait so long, I'm sorry. You know what? Candy furries? Okay, well, I have to break character for this. Because technically the characters don't know, you know, they're trying, it's a whole thing they're trying to uncover, which I would hope to show off in time through the cinematic ideas I have. Effectively, okay. I'm gonna answer this once for you. I don't know if I'll ever talk about it again until I have time to show it off in a video way. So, effectively, they were created by a guy they refer to as the Doctor. They hate the Doctor because the Doctor is a bad guy who made them. But the Doctor is trying to effectively create a second body of sorts, and the experimentation on these guys was to take something that was non-organic or like or something that was non-living and implement it into something that was living to like try to achieve the effective immortality. Effectively, not immortality, but just like they have reduced chance of disease. Like the void is a radioactive zone. Like all the little mini voids are part of a great void that is a radioactive zone, right? So, yes, they all have in-depth lore. So they can survive in the void, which the Doctor cannot. So by trying to like mesh non-living elements with living elements, to create like these kind of half-spliced living creatures, they are able to like resist the effects of the radiation in the void. The Doctor is in the inner void, but he has like this dome that blocks radiation, so he can work safely, but he can't leave. Like, he gets food. I assume like he just fabricates it. I haven't really gotten into like his lore a ton yet because I haven't needed to. But he has ways of getting food. He has ways of getting fresh water. Because he's a smart guy. And yeah, he's trying to like basically create second bodies for him and his son. And his son is super sick because his son went into the void and got super sick from the radiation, and that is why he is trying to make new bodies to begin with. And like, his wife died from the radiation, so like it is urgent that they get out of there and get back to real civilization, which is outside of the void, because the void is just this huge radioactive dome that like creates fractals of reality inside of it that like move around, right? Yeah. And the reason that they chose sweets specifically is because his son, while he was still conscious, really liked sweets. So he's trying to make another body for his son first, and in order to do that, he's experimenting with sweets so his son can live as like something that is like uplifting instead of just having a body that doesn't feel familiar. It can be something comforting. Bye, Gizzy. Have a nice day. Yeah, and the deep lore is that he wasn't trying to create... Well, he wasn't trying to create Cotton. Cotton was an accident that became his greatest work. So, Citrus was one of his lab techs. This is why Citrus is like a nerd, a builder, and an engineer, is because he was a lab tech, but they had their memory wiped at some point. So they don't remember working with the Doctor. They just remember that they're a nerd, basically. They just have all like the technical qualities they used to. By like muscle memory, I guess. And like Strawby was like built for combat, to like, or was like built as a defender for the lab, basically, because the outer void is full of monsters. Like, the inner void, I mean, is full of monsters, and like they try to break into the lab. There are abandoned sects of the lab that like are still like rot. So he's worked with a couple like compatriots. Like, they were all volunteers, and they don't know this because they had a memory blast at some point. But Strawby was built for combat. She fights. Mocha was one of the first, like, Mocha is the reason that they assume they are like were made this way from birth, because Mocha was made that way from birth as a cub and like has a whole life of memories, unlike the other two. And then Cotton was made entirely synthetically, is not living whatsoever. And that ended up becoming the Doctor's greatest work. Because now, instead of trying to achieve a body that could only survive the radiation, now he had the chance to create a body that could be immortal, that wouldn't die. And, surprise, surprise, something helped Cotton escape. And now he doesn't have anything regarding his greatest work, or any way to replicate it, because everything that was involved was taken from him. And that's the deep lore. That's the deep lore of Cotton. Just toasty lore, Now, if I ever bring this up again, it will probably not be on a stream. It'll probably be in video form with good cinematics, and it will be a huge lore drop, but for now, you get to know the secret. Because I'm still working on it. I'm still working on the in-depth lore, and whenever I feel like it's truly ready, we'll have something great come out of it. I've never read Nowhere. Oh, I've never read Brandon Sanderson books. I have no clue what it's about, but that sounds pretty cool. Thank you, Moonfall. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't think I would like make lore for them, but at some point, I was just like, you know what? I think I'm onto something here. I think that sounds cool. I like to storyboard things. I like to make stories. So that just ended up becoming like it was like a thing where it was like, I don't think they have lore, but like if I ever come up with something, I'll write it down, and then I wrote it down, and now they have lore. So, you know. Oh, Cyber. I know you are well-intentioned, but I am very happy living the life I live now. And I think I would be much happier not swaying from it. And I do hope you can respect that. Because respect is a fundamental quality of being a human being. Can I repeat what I said? No. Sorry, Blue. It's never happening. You're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait like everybody else now. Oh no. Write that down! Write that down! Starts speaking like real in-depth lore about the OCs. Write it down! Write it down right now! Hold on, I didn't have my typewriter out. But it is 7:30. I said I was going to delay stream 30 minutes for being late. So thank you for being patient. I'm so glad I got to show off this goober, and they're stream ready, which means I have a lot of work to do. I always have a lot of work to do, because next we got to get Mocha, and oh my god, I haven't even introduced the new Strawberry yet. She has an official real avatar. Can I show it off? Like, okay, for the longest time, Strawberry didn't really have a species. I didn't know what I wanted her to look like. Like, I knew Cotton is a cat. Chipper is a cat. They're both cats. I didn't talk about the lore for Chipper, but the lore for Chipper is kind of sad. Chipper was a failed experiment that got casted out of the lab, that did not just leave and escape like the others. They were thrown out because they were a failed experiment. They were built to be a friend, and they were not apparently as much of a good friend as they were supposed to be. So, you know, it's kind of sad, but like, I digress. Strawberry has like an official, recalibrating. Strawberry has an official like species now. So Mocha's a raccoon, Chipper, Cotton are cats, Citrus is a dragon, and Strawberry, she goes by Strawby. Until you see this. I didn't know if the design was finalized yet, but I think it is, so I think I can show it off. She's a bat. She is a bat. She is specifically a vampire bat. So, yeah. Very happy about that. Yeah, you bonked the memories out of my head, my gosh. Yes, bat. And her ability, if you will, pretty typical for a bat. She has X-ray vision because of sonar as such. She can like hear through walls. So she can see through stuff. Like goggle style. I have to think now. English is so good. I forgot, I forgot. I can't remember the word. But it's because it's cool. That's why I'm a furry. Also, my controllers did the thing again. They just stopped. Like, I keep them on my hips, and I guess, like, they hate it. They hate it there on my hips. So, please don't make me reset the controllers again. Don't make me restart the headset. I need to end stream. Sillies. Okay, so if they... So can I, like... use my, like... Come on. Am I not even tracking? Is there nowhere to be sound? What if I just turn the... Hold on. Does that fix him? Optional objective end stream. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I just gotta do it with my controllers because I have to restart my headset again. Note to self, do not keep your hands on your hips. That's okay. It's okay. It happens. What can you do? I was trying to remember my German studies, but I couldn't. I couldn't Google because because my controllers died again. You know, if you should see me tomorrow. I mean, you can if you check the link tree in the bio and join the Discord. It's on the TikTok and the YouTube, and if you're on Twitch, you can join the Discord through this silly little goofy link drop. Boom. You can also check me out on all the other platforms I'm on. Also, sorry, forget my weird pose. I will be live again tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST. We're going to be probably doing a bit more VR chat. I would like to hang out in VR chat a bit more. And then we at 5 p.m. Oh, so tomorrow at 5. Oh, we're going to be starting with Peak. We're starting with Peak with Solus and friends. I don't know how many people are going to be in there. We're going to have 6 people, I guess. So I don't know who's going to be there, but it's going to be fun. So Peak tomorrow if you want to catch that. It's going to be awesome. And after that, streams are going to get a little strange because Ferality is going to be happening, and I will be enjoying Ferality. I will try to get a stream in here or there when I can. It'll be in VR chat, of course. But yeah, there's no guarantee that they will be consistent throughout Ferality. They will pick back up on Monday, though, on a normal schedule, so hopefully, we'll see. So that's about it from me. Sorry again that my controllers died right at the end. That's unfortunate. Let's see. We got 3 viewers on Twitch. Is there anybody? Do I have any friends? If I don't have any friends streaming, I'll just end it and call it a day, but... Kane is streaming. Oh, we're sending you to Kane. Streaming Doom? That's awesome. So, Twitch people, if you want to join the raid, we'll hit the funny raid button in just a sec. There we go. Start raid. So, I've been Toasty the Cat. I will see you to... Oh, well, there they go. Wait, did that go through? I don't even know if that went through. Hold on. Might have broke. I don't think it did. Okay, let's try again. Oh. What do you mean I'm already rating Wolfie Game? I guess it's still broken. I don't know. Things are slow over here, so... Let's try that again. Hate how slow it is. Start raiding. There we go. Bruh, you're already raid. Okay, well. I guess that's it. I guess I'll just end, because it's either it's a bug